Everyone is welcome to return to Cardano land. The finest Bitcoin investment you can make is in your own education, since information is power. I'm going to play you a video clip in today's video on a clue into the major stories going on in Bitcoin that you need to know about. In today's video, we'll cover a lot of ground. So hit the like button and let's get started. Due to pending bug patches, Cardano has postponed its much-anticipated Vassal hard fork update. What you need to know is that Cardano's planned hard fork update has been pushed out to the final week of July. The firm behind Cardano, Input Output Global, identified 7 problems as the cause for the delay. Cardano's fundamental performance is expected to increase dramatically as a result of the upcoming hard fork. So Cardano is rescheduling this, which is a significant improvement. If you're not familiar with what a Vassal hard fork is or what it does, listen up. The Cardano Vassal hard fork is the most important development since the Alonzo hard fork debuted in September. It is part of Cardano's long-term goal to move from the Gauguin to the Basho era, which is deemed an age of optimization and demonstrating the network's scalability and interoperability, whereas prior eras focused on decentralization and providing smart contract capabilities to the network. Basho is concerned with enhancing Cardano's fundamental performance in order to better accommodate DeFi apps. The Vassal hard fork will deliver 4 major improvements: CIP 31, 32, 33, and 40. These updates are intended to rewrite the logic of several of Cardano's Plutus scripts. They're supposed to operate together to minimize transaction sizes, boosting network performance and lowering transaction costs. The hard fork is expected to alleviate the concurrency issue that has greatly hampered the scalability of commercial applications on Cardano. This is now scheduled for late July, which might be a deliberate move given the current market situation. In any case, when this occurs, which is expected to happen shortly, it will be a significant boost for Cardano. In other news, and once again, this is a significant thing, Genie and Ethereum have been purchased by Uniswap Labs. Uniswap is making a push into NFTs. Uniswap has announced the acquisition of Genie XYZ, which will allow customers to purchase and trade NFTs directly on Uniswap. I enjoyed the promotional video they put out. It is an exciting future for Uniswap when it competes directly with OpenSea. Take note of this. In other developments, Solana NFT marketplace Magic Eden, possibly the most popular Solana native NFT marketplace, raises $130 million and announces a multi-chain expansion. Solana's top NFT platform is a recently created crypto unicorn with a $1.6 billion value, and it plans to integrate more blockchains. Of course, Ethereum and who knows what else, Polygon, who knows what more will be added. Despite the fact that this is a Solana product designed to strengthen the Solana ecosystem, they recognize that the future is multi-chain, and customers will want multi-chain. Let's speak about Bitcoin in 2022, which is big news for consumers and a significant deal for Solana. Let's chat about price activity as the year comes to a close. Bitcoin has now seen the same 62% drop from the 50-week simple moving average rejection zone low as it experienced during the 2018 bear market. What is the main point? In my opinion, we are either at the bottom or very near to it. Even if we are at the bottom, the next 6 months to a year will be sideways ranging chops validation, which involves significant price pumps and major price dumps in the range, and regardless of how you look at it. One thing is certain, Bitcoin is preparing for a massive surge. The map Bitcoin's medical structure is categorical. One possible conclusion is that the cryptocurrency market is ready to undergo a new significant bull cycle. That is a possibility. Perhaps not until the end of the year or in 2023. Or perhaps it's something more immediate. In any case, we'll see a large relief rally at some time because you can't simply keep sliding down without a relief rally. The genie is out of the bottle when it comes to the next 6 to 9 months, if not longer. This is not going away. As may be seen, adoption integration. All of this will continue to unfold over the following 6 to 9 months. I believe many will flock to Bitcoin as they learn why it is the most valuable crypto, but I believe many will flock to Ethereum to also alternative layer 1's Cardano Solana, LTOS gain combat defiance, and much more in crypto. The world is becoming increasingly digital. Speaking about Ethereum, Web3 is an obvious next step. Ethereum is being combined with proof of stake, which is just around the corner. And there are certain optimistic indicators linked with that, such as a 12-point increase. The Ethereum deposit contract currently has 9 million ETH in it. At current pricing, it's more than 10.6% of all circulating ETH, or more than 14.2 billion securing Ethereum by staking. Thus, that was some of the greatest news of the day for the remainder of the video. And this is maybe the most intriguing aspect. This is also current news. But for the rest of the film, let's check in with some of 2021's most bullish folks to see if there's any atonement for being excessively bullish in 2021. Several distinct persons, several different stories. Let's begin here. In the midst of a market collapse, Vitalik Buterin mocks Plan B's Bitcoin stock-to-flow concept. What occurred, and the major takeaways are as follows. Today, Vitalik Buterin came to Twitter to critique the controversial stock-to-flow Bitcoin strategy popularized by pseudo-anonymous investor Plan B. The model notably projected that Bitcoin will reach $100,000 by December 2021, prompting controversy after the market rejected it. Buterin pointed out that if Plan B's methodology were applied to Ethereum stock to flow after the merger upgrade, the price would be a surreal figure that does not exist in nature. So, additional critique of Plan B's methodology, this was his explicit tweet indicating how much the price has decoupled from what Plan B's model specifically, his stock to flow model specifically states. Stock to flow is not looking well, according to Vitalik. Now, I realize it's rude to brag and all that. However, I believe that financial models that give individuals a false sense of certainty and determinism that the number will rise are detrimental and ought to be mocked. And here are some of Plan B's tweets. Of course, many of us predicted that Bitcoin would reach $100,000 in 2021. But, like this tweet, some wondered if I still believe in my concept on November 8, 2020. To be clear, I have no doubt that the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model is true, and that Bitcoin will reach 100K to almost 300K by December 2021. In fact, I have new data that indicates the supply deficit is genuine, and 2021 will be fantastic in my view, not financial advice. He rescued it with that one, he saved it with that one, but still looked quite assured, and people are giving him a little crap for it. Now, speaking about folks who may have been overly confident and overly enthusiastic in 2021, Michael Saylor was questioned on Fox Business. Hey, you told people in 2021 that you should mortgage your house and obtain more Bitcoin. What do you think about that now that Bitcoin is down? So you've been dubbed the Pied Piper of Bitcoin, and others argue that you've gone too far, that you've been reckless in advising people mortgage their houses and companies, for example. I'd want to share a soundbite with the audience and then request your feedback on it. And if you genuinely adore the item, you may not want to sell it. Go mortgage your house and use the proceeds to purchase Bitcoin. And if you have a business that you love because your family has worked for it for 37 years and you can't stomach the thought of selling it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the revenues into the hardest money in the planet, Bitcoin. So there are folks I respect who believe you go too far with such declarations. What do you think? You know, the critics constantly pick and choose, and they pick on you at different times. But if we take a step back, the Argentine peso has lost 99.5% of its value in the last 20 years, and the only option to live is to go into debt and change into a new currency. A year ago, you could acquire a 30-year mortgage for 275 basis points. It is at 580 basis points. So, recommending someone to take a 30-year mortgage when they could get one for half the current price for the rest of their lives isn't terrible financial advice. If you didn't receive that cheap money, long-term government-supported loans, relatively nice thing, it's a wasted chance. If you take a step back and look at the broad picture from the ground up, Bitcoin is up 52% on average each year over the last 2 years, 51% over the last 5 years, and 124% over the last 10 years. and that's 10 times better than the Nasdaq during the last 2 years. So, there are no statutes for critics, and I believe that critics must provide people with a remedy to their problem. And I believe that if the inflation rate exceeds the interest rate, you would rather be a debtor than a creditor. And you just have to take the long view and look out over the decade and ask yourself, how do I want to be financially positioned? And if you can do that, there are chances. The bottom line is, as I often say, you've put your money where your mouth is. So there are a lot of cheerleaders out there, and a lot of people with pom-poms, but you have the most skin in the game. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. Thank you so much, my dear friend. Bitcoin, for example, has gone through 3 boom and bust cycles in the 2 years since we became engaged. So, if you're looking for a high-risk, high-beta, high-volatility asset, this is it. However, if you have a 10-year time horizon and are a long-term investor, it appears to be a low-return asset, so it all depends on your time horizon and what you want out of the asset. In other developments, Gene Simmons was asked why he was so open about his support for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in 2021. Gene Simmons, a rock star icon, has revealed that he owned 14 cryptocurrencies. He claims that since the downturn, I have not sold a single stake. Gene Simmons is still optimistic. Then there's Elon Musk, who is really positive about Dogecoin. And, in recent news, Dogecoin and SIB ENO values have risen as Elon Musk doubles back on Dogecoin. Is it officially dog coin season? So Elon Musk is digging down on his passion for Dogecoin, even claiming or indicating that he has lately purchased some. And then there's other news, and who knows if this will actually get to trial, especially for this sum. Elon Musk is being sued for $258 billion for promoting the Dogecoin cryptocurrency. I'm not sure if this holds as much water as the American who is suing him expects. It's almost as if you were talking about Netflix in 2021 and now Netflix is down 70%. Are individuals who talk about and get enthusiastic about Netflix legally at fault? No, I don't believe so. And that's it for now, my friends. I hope I was able to bring value to you in this video by informing you about the everyday happenings in cryptocurrencies. Feel free to join our team and press the like button if you found it useful. It's a tiny crew to assist us out, and I'll see you tomorrow.